This is a video I very much hope I don't regret making. So, I know and understand that I am not the target market for EAFC 25 anymore. Just to be clear, right off the bat, I am not a FIFA EAFC streamer or YouTuber. You know, this isn't going to be the first in a long line of videos about the game. I'll maybe do one or two more videos about it down the line if I feel it's warranted. But outside of maybe playing the career mode on stream, if that ends up becoming a thing I want to do, yeah, I'm not going to be like some kind of EAFC 25 content creator. So I just don't want to put that idea in people's heads. I understand that I don't represent the primary audience. I get that. I mean, I am in my mid-30s, and on top of that, to boot, I'm a disabled gamer who honestly has a lot of free time, and I like to play career modes in sports games and get actually immersed in them. There's a reason why I've loved Football Manager for years and years. It's because Football Manager offers me the ability to get invested in a world. Not just play as my team, but play as my team in a world that is happening around me. You know, my team and me playing aren't the central focus of it. We just happen to be in this world, this realm that has things happening in it, and I get lost in that. I love it. I know that that's not the primary audience that EA have gone after in the last several years for a while, but we are still here, people like me. I'm not talking about people who are disabled. I'm just talking about people who want a really immersive career mode, who can actually just sit and get invested in playing a career through, and not just the menus, not just all the little neat tricks and things that you can do, but I mean including the football that happens on the actual pitch. Because the football itself has to feel at least somewhat believable. And that's been missing for so long with FIFA, EAFC, whatever you want to call it. And it's a massive shame, because, I mean, Jesus Christ, I love these games. I would sit down and just sometimes want to play something, but I don't want to get into something that's really complex right now, or that's really heavily into a story. I just want to play something where I can just have some fun. And in the mid-2010s, FIFA was that game for me. I miss having a football game that I can go to and enjoy. That isn't Football Manager. I feel like this year, this version of the game could be that again. But my trust is so low. But I know there's people out there like me who want this to be a good, slower EAFC, and we want it to be more methodical, tactical. And I feel like the direction this year, in the few hours that I've played so far, it feels like that could be where we're going with it. I haven't had time to really delve into it. I've played a few matches with my friend online. I've played a few AI matches. And honestly, I've enjoyed it. I like the feel of this game. Now, I know it's not going to be for everyone, but no game is. That's the thing. You're never going to appeal to everybody with a game like EAFC 25. Now, with EAFC 24, I played that game for about an hour, and I put it down, and I don't think I went back to it ever. If I did, it was a very brief time when I tried it and did the same thing again. In that game, the career mode could have been stupendously good. It wouldn't have mattered because the gameplay itself was just garbage. Absolutely garbage. And so it wouldn't have mattered how good the stuff around it was. Playing the game was horrible. I didn't enjoy it at all. When it comes to this game, so far, it feels slower. It feels a bit more considered. It feels, dare I use a dirty word, closer to something like a simulation. Now, I know that when it comes to football, simulation is really difficult because I don't think football as a sport lends itself very well to actually being a full-on simulation. What I mean by that is when you think of something like Madden, that sport is so structured that you can quite easily get a game of Madden to last pretty much the same length as a game of NFL, adverts notwithstanding. And that's because the game itself is structured in a way that a video game can mimic that very well, at least in terms of things like game length and overall flow of the game. The gameplay itself might not feel great, whatever, but it lends itself to at least being called a simulation. Football is too free-flowing for that. And so I'm not the kind of person who ever comes on here demanding a 45-minute half and for the game to absolutely feel absolutely 100% like football. I want 90-minute matches. You know, I understand that's asking probably way too much. But I've said for a long time now that for me personally, my last real point of enjoyment with this series was about, I want to say FIFA 17. And ever since then, I couldn't get into it. And last year's game to me was just the dirt worst. But I haven't enjoyed these games for a bit. The fact that I would go on to these games and I would have matches where it felt like every game was a 9-10 goal thriller. It just made goals boring. You know, everything felt floaty. Nothing had any weight to it. You tried to do a slide tackle and you just phase through or miss or whatever. It didn't feel like the AI would ever build up. Just so many problems with that. Whatever. That's the past games. This game, so far, it feels like there's more thought into it. Is it perfect? No. But it feels like a step in the right direction for me, personally. I'm not trying to tell other people what they should enjoy, but for me personally, I like the way it feels. But I'm nervous because I worry that in a month from now, we're going to be looking back and going, or at least I am, I'm going to be looking back and going, what the hell happened? Because I'm worried that when the game launches in full next week, that there's going to be a bunch of people who don't like it, and they're going to say that, hey, it's too slow, we want it faster, we want more goals, we want it to be, you know, more streamlined, and EA are going to listen. And the game is going to lose that appeal to someone like me. The thing is, the people who might not like this game might well be the same people who are going to be buying the packs and playing Ultimate Team. And so they're going to be the people who are giving EA the most money. I get that. But I actually believe, fundamentally, that you need people like me, career mode players, offline players, players who will get into the game for more than just buying packs. You need us there as like a foundation, a structure. We're all going to buy the game. We're going to play it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to make long form content out of it. I think you can build an Ultimate Team fan base on top of that, absolutely. But I think if you completely erode the career mode fans, the offline fans, then eventually you would be left with nothing and no structure, and then that Ultimate Team section would have no foundation below it, and I think it would, not immediately, but it would fall away pretty soon. So I do think there is inherent value in people like me. It's just that what someone like me offers is a different kind of value to somebody who's, you know, clicking on buy now a million times over the course of the year and giving EA lots of money. But I just really hope that EA are going to allow this game to stay with the kind of gameplay it's got now, refine it, make it even better. I'm actually excited to try the career mode for once. I don't remember the last time that happened, but the fact that I'm nervous should tell you something. I'm nervous that I'm gonna start enjoying a career on this game. I'm gonna start playing through it, getting actually invested in it, and then there's gonna be a few patches, one after the other, and then the game's gonna feel totally different. It's gonna be ruined from my perspective, and it'll be going. It will be. So I know that I'm only one type of player. I'm only one facet of the audience. But as far as I'm concerned, I really hope that this year and moving forward, that we can actually get back to FIFA being enjoyable for more than just buying packs and playing Ultimate Team. I really hope so.